Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Bringing it out, it's Francis. He steps out at the 22, and that's where the drive will begin. Offense in a split backfield now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looks left and finds his target there. Breaks loose at the 45. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
This quarterback and this receiver are a matchup that's tough for any defense to match up with. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I got to start thinking about cheating a safety over against this guy to slow him down and not allow him to have such a big day.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Looking to throw here. He escapes the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 10.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
So the offense really clicking here. 3 plays, and suddenly it's first and goal. He's running out of time here. Grab behind the line. It's Mendoza. Touchdown, Canes, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. So the penalty's going to wait down and back up the offense. Let's see if they can overcome that mistake. The Hurricanes line it up with first and goal. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Finds an open target on the left side. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Second and goal for the offense. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. Makes the catch for the defense, breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
Hey, the defense defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming up.
Looking to convert on third down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain.
Here we go, Chris. Early in the game, opening drive. This is a big decision and really an opportunity to send a message for this offense. Do you go for this close to the goal line and make that statement, or do you settle for 3?
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. They'll try to run it with the option. Touchdown, Hurricanes, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. You come out in the playoff game with no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Offense moving to a bunch formation. Defense looking to dial up some pressure here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down. So second and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough third and long situation. A crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 3rd and 2.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
And it's a wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. Direct snap. Breaks into open space. Defense has got it, but that wildcat wiggle earns enough to get the first down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
They're going to go with the wildcat formation and an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. And it's a direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. The wildcat look did not fool this defense at all.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Didn't expect to lose 4 on the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Past the 45. To make the tackle, but it's enough for a first down. Good call on that screen play.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to their offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Handoff in a single back formation.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Lets it go quickly. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30. And a first down.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. Sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
The Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. It's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Tailback takes the handoff again. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Dump off caught by the running back. Has it back to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. A much-needed counterpunch delivered. So the opportunity to tie this game spoiled by that penalty flag. Let's see if they can execute better this time. Now here comes the bunch formation. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now play number 9 on this drive. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looking for his back. And the ball is hauled in. And the defense wraps him up.
That's That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
The Buckeyes are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll look to throw it here on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. We come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but need this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. It's an out route, the catch made. The reception, that's about 7 yards, but fourth down coming up here.
There's a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Grab by the receiver. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
Boy, a risky decision here to go for it inside the red zone on fourth down, and you come up with a first down. I love that aggressive approach. Let's see if they can come up with a touchdown here to finish off this drive.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. First down and goal. Can the defense force a field goal and keep the lead at halftime? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Ball knocked away in the end zone. A great defensive play.
Talk about this defense stepping up, first and goal, and they get the pass break up, making sure every yard is earned.
So it sets up a second and goal from the 4. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Intercepted right near the goal line. Tackle made after a short return. The pick ends that threat.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's hauled in. What a catch. He's in the clear. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, that's why this wide receiver is one of the best in the country. Makes a routine catch, and look what he does with it. Takes it almost a length of the field for a touchdown.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. First play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. First down, looking to throw the ball. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Hey, the first play of this drive is a big sack for this defense. These are exactly the kind of plays that can kill a drive before you even get the third down. You cannot allow a big sack to start a drive like this.
Tough spot here, 2nd and long from their own 13. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
What a big play here by the quarterback and the receiver. By having an opportunity to make that big play, now they have a chance to put the ball in the end zone.
And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made on the right side. Nobody can bring him down. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, and it's dropped by an excellent defensive player. A chance at a takeaway. He got away from him. Don't see that often.
Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his 2nd interception in the first half alone.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! As they get on the board here in this playoff game. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get us top and preserve that momentum. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchdown. Comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? They'll change the pre-snap look now. And looking to throw now on first down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Direct snap. Moves out of the pocket. Catch made on the left side. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Kick it deep to begin the second half. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Control of the game here in the third quarter. Look out, room to run here. As the first down is still going. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
In motion now. There's the handoff. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Back, they're going to throw for the first down, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
This drive going. It's 4th down and 6. And he drops back in the gun. Quick throw to the left. And it's incomplete on 4th down. The offense will now take over in plus territory.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now.
Well, one of the few times this receiver is unable to come up with a big play. This guy has over 100 yards receiving. I would just keep trying to find ways to line him up and create mismatch opportunities.
Second down after the incompletion. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Boy, nice throw and a great catch here by this Miami Hurricane wide receiver. For our younger audience out there who might be watching this game, I got to tell you, you may not remember this, but Miami set the tone for wide receiver play for decades, and they're working their way to get back to that now.
Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete, even on the first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on them. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Incompletion sets up a second down. The shotgun handoff here.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
The Canes are in the red zone. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
I don't mind this aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator, taking a shot downfield on third down. Now you can either kick the field goal or still have a chance to go for it.
They need 5 yards here on fourth down to keep the drive alive. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. On the move now. The senior calls his own number. Picks up the first down.
You know, this is what makes this quarterback so hard to defend. Of course, you want to take away his throwing game, take away his receivers, but then he uses his legs to pick up a first down. This defense is going to have to make some adjustments. Be aware of him scrambling for big yards.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
So getting nothing on first down makes it second and goal from the 8. Second down, we're going to throw it. Not able to connect, incomplete.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's swarmed by the defense. No hesitation from the head coach. They'll go for it on fourth and goal from the 1. Quarterback's got it on the option. Oh, he's stuffed. I don't think he got in. He didn't. What a play.
There's how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The receiver makes the catch. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down. And they hand it off to the back. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
The 25 at 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking deep downfield to the left. It's caught. Did he get a foot in? Yes, they say it's a catch, a big gain.
Good job by this offensive line.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Buckeyes pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. Keeping it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a 1st down as the clock runs down here in the 3rd quarter. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. They'll run it from the gun. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They look to throw it here on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
This will be the 10th play of the drive, but it's third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to the end zone. Caught near the goal line. Fighting for the end zone, but doesn't get there. They'll spot the ball at the 3.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Press coverage now from the secondary. The defense drops him for a loss. Going backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that throw.
So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on second and goal. Defensive coordinator looking to bring some pressure. Looking to the end zone. It's intercepted. Trying to fire it into a tight window. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. The Hurricanes will come to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Caught. Completion. Gets some space around the 30. Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. He's found some room at the 45. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down.
Chris, at least there's some positive yards there from this run game. It hasn't been pretty today. It's really, to me, kept them out of finding any kind of offensive rhythm. Now, they have the lead, but it's despite this offense not necessarily having their best day.
Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Short completion with the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
3rd down and inches. Who is going to win this battle in the trenches? Trying to convert with a sneak. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. He's got room to run. They bring him down, but the wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a 1st down.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Playoff dreams coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. Grinding away on the ground.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Second and short. This offense can keep this up. They're going to wrap the game up comfortably. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He lets it rip. Oh, he can't bring it in. A chance for a takeaway. They're one of the star players on this defense. Couldn't make it.
Well, in case you're counting at home, that was nearly his 3rd interception of the game. That offensive staff has either got to give this quarterback some easy passes to build his confidence up, or they need to make a change, bring the other guy in. He's just reckless out there so far today.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Well, Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. You're down by a couple possessions. Yeah, completion is good, but truly the 2 most important things, getting the ball downfield to your receivers and making sure they're working to get out of bounds to preserve that clock, to be able to get a score, get the ball back, and have a chance to win this game.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
1st down. Looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking for a late, deep throw. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Not much of a return, but the pick ends a scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.